Well, what's up, gang? My name's LBThaRealist. This is Surrealistic Studios, where the realists are real. I appreciate everybody who landed on this video today. Now, we have another one. I'm going to read from the Algemeiner. GOP senators introduce new Middle East bill to combat BDS, strengthen U.S. relations with Israel and Jordan. So here we go. We all know that they are trying to implement the Israel Anti-Boycott Act, in which they would penalize companies and private persons for their public support of the BDS movement, which is the Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement. I reported on that, and now we have this. Apparently, it was a combination where there's 4 different bills, I believe. Let me just read from the article here. It's a few different bills. The first Middle East-related legislation of 2019 was presented to the U.S. Congress this week, as 4 Republican senators introduced a bill to bolster U.S. defense and security measures in the region, as well as combat the anti-Israel BDS movement. Senators Marco Rubio, Republican in Florida, James Risch, Republican in Idaho, Cory Gardner, Republican in Colorado, and Mitch McConnell, Republican in Kentucky, submitted their Strengthening America's Security in the Middle East Act of 2019 on Thursday, which is just yesterday now. According to a statement from Rubio's office, the bill would make improvements to defense and security assistance provisions in the Middle East, bolster the U.S.-Israel strategic alliance by authorizing security assistance to Israel over a 10-year period pursuant of the 2016 Memorandum of Understanding, reauthorize the United States-Jordan Defense Cooperation Act of 2015, provide new authorities for sanctions against Syria's Assad regime and its supporters, and empower state and local governments in the United States to counter the anti-Israel boycott, divestment, and sanctions, or BDS movements, discriminatory economic warfare against the Jewish state. The legislation combines 4 Middle East-related bipartisan bills that were nearly enacted into law by Congress last year, including the Combating BDS Act of 2018. I was unaware of that one. Rubio argued that it was in America's national security interest to ensure that our allies in the Middle East, like Israel and Jordan, remain secure amid the region's growing destabilizing threats posed by Iran and Syria's Assad's regime. Risch observed that Israel and Jordan were steadfast allies of the United States that deserve this support. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee reviewed these bills last Congress and they had near unanimous support. Risch continued, "It is time to move them forward." Former Senator Norm Coleman, now the chairman of the Republican Jewish Coalition, or the RJC, praised the 4 senators for moving quickly to address this important unfinished business from the previous Congress. Coleman said this in a statement on Friday. "We hope that the bill will be speedily passed by the full Senate and that the House will follow suit." And again, that's from the Algemeiner. I'll leave that in the description so you guys can read that for yourselves if you are interested. Wow. They're serious. They're super serious. They are doing anything and everything that is in their power to claim that everything is anti-Semitism. You know, it's anti-Semitic to say anything about Israel nowadays. It's ridiculous at this point, and I don't even understand. I don't understand how somebody who, even if you support Israel, can support this, or just, I don't know, brush it off like it's nothing, when they're trying to penalize people for supporting a movement because the Israelis are illegally encroaching on these people's territory, on these people's lands, and in their lives. It's unbelievable. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video if you like, share it if you feel as though it's shareable, and subscribe to me if you haven't before. If you can still see me, that is. It was a nice effect though, right? The light coming in and blinding everything. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, keep fighting the fight.